the contrast to a biblical worldview is what we would call the culture. So we pick up the values of the culture really subconsciously. We don't always even understand that we're taking in, we're appropriating the values of the culture. So if you're setting up a system without God, then the default has to be institutions. Well, when institutions fail, as they inevitably will, when they're inefficient, the new institution comes in, and this is what we're seeing in the culture. It has to tear down what came before it because it wants to offer a better solution. It inevitably leads to finger pointing and blame. It ramps up hostility. The rhetoric becomes harsher and harsher. And the more we see a secular worldview running the values of the culture, the more we're going to see this increasing. We really should not be surprised by these things that we're seeing. A biblical worldview, by contrast, starts with a completely different approach. A biblical worldview says there is a problem, but the problem is me. The problem is you. My goal as a person is to seek God in humility and to be aware of my own shortcomings. It would be, as Jesus said, to remove the log from my own eye before I try to remove the speck from my brother's eye. And what we believe as Christians is that a biblical worldview is the best hope for this world. That if we follow what Jesus called the greatest commandment, to love the Lord our God with all our heart, all our mind, all our strength, to love your neighbor as yourself, that's the great hope for the world.